Trend spot, baby. You want my body? You think I'm sexy? Trend spot, baby. Pamela Anderson was the shit back in the day. I wanted to be her so bad. But today is New Year's Eve. I'm single. I told myself last year, I said, as I laid on the living room floor with my kids, I was like, I'm not going to be here next year. I'm not going to be miserable. None of that. Like, it was so miserable. Like, I'm okay with being in the house. I'm okay with doing family time. Like, I'm okay with being wherever my family and my man is, because family is regardless, but wherever my man is. But the fact that you miserable indoors, like, we could have got us a little champagne, chilled back with the kids, had us something to eat, but nah, he was, wanted to be somewhere else, wanted to be in the streets, but acting like I wanted to be in the streets. We could have been in the streets together. But anywho, so today I had to call into my job for a couple reasons. The main reason was to give my mom a break, because she's been watching the kids because their dad's acting like I'm keeping the kids from them, but really he's just arguing with himself, because I just keep saying, come get him, come get him, come get him, come get him. You can come get him. The door's always open. You can come get him. He don't want to come get him. Yeah, so anyway, so I just called off for that. I got time, paid time off, so it's whatever. Kids come first. But I just feel like a new person. Like, I feel so relaxed. I feel so stress-free. Like, it's so good to feel this way. And just to know yourself. Like, I know myself. Like, I'm confident in myself. Like, I know what I'm gonna tolerate. I know, so it's a good feeling. And I always try to tell people, the more you get your outlet, the more you let it out, the better it'll be. Like, the better things will be. Like, that's the main thing I had to do. I had to just let it out. And then once you hear the truth, it's like, what the fuck am I doing here? Like, what purpose is, like, what's the purpose of all this? So I just, you gotta stop making excuses. I stopped making excuses. Like, I swear, this man, Ray Daniels, like, it's just not a pen. Like, he motivated the fuck out of me. Like, all the excuses I ever made, he said them out loud for one. And I was like, damn, I do be saying all that. I ain't got no babysitter. I ain't got this. I ain't got that. Man, really all I gotta do is open my mouth. But I don't like to use people because they're my kids. But if you want to better your life, you're going to open your mouth and ask for help. So, yeah. And my lipstick's about to be all messed up because I needed some coffee this morning. But I just started getting up earlier than my kids. I don't give a fuck if it's 4 a.m. I'm getting up and just open myself up to the world. Like, a big thing Ray Daniels was saying was, like, people are scared. Like, you want to be an artist. You asked to be here. You telling your story. You telling a story. It might not be yours. Whatever you're doing. But you asked to be here, so you got to expose it. You got to open up. You got to be, like, relatable. You got to be accessible. And I've always been a talker. I've always loved to talk to people, know their stories, tell my story, solutions, whatever. I just like to do that. So I'm like, why not? Why not? So that's what I'm doing. But yeah, by any means necessary, I want it. I've been studying it, music, like ever since I was motivated by him through his podcast. I've been studying every like old artist, um, like how Rick Ross came out, hard, like being his own person. 50 Cent came out hard. Just, like I just been studying everything, like, and I'm seeing the difference. I'm seeing how hungry some is, back in the day, and then how easy and entitled people feel like it is today. And I feel like what makes me different is my story. Like, I'm willing and I'm ready to tell my story, what's in my heart, what motivation I have for other people. Just like, this is my outlet. Like, it's everything to me. Like, I didn't realize, like, how much writing meant to me. Well, like, I didn't know how far it could take me. Like, it seemed so far away at first, but now I just see it right in front of me. Like, I'm like, you write every day. You think it's hard to focus. Like, I could be in the shower and I'm like, oh, hold on, let me get out of here real quick and write this down. Put it in my phone. So it's like an everyday thing for me. It's been for years. And then it's like, why not do something that you always done every day and you love? Like, why not do that? Because if you don't know nobody from, music, or that's made it, or it seems like it's not, you can't do it. So Ray Daniels broke down everything in every type of way to make you like understand the music and like business, and understand how you get yourself out there, understand branding and what stuff means to you and everything. Like, I wrote notes like I was in college. Like, I'm writing notes. I'm like, hold up, like stuff that connects to me, stuff I don't really get, and then the examples he uses with other people or other situations. I rewatch episodes. Like, there's something about me, like, I've had a lot of jobs, not really, but the couple jobs that I've had in my life, I study, I conquer, I do it, and I'm going to do it the best. And I might even do your job too. Like, when I work with people, I'm doing your job too, because when somebody come up to me, I want to know it all. I don't want to be able to turn somebody away and be like, I don't know how to do that. I want to know how to do everything. Because that's just, like, I want to be good at what I do. Great at what I do, actually. I want to know everything about it. And first and foremost, I got to be passionate about it. And I was passionate about helping and serving people, like helping them, caregiving, customer service. It made me feel great. Like, people would come see me. Strangers would just come back to see me, and they'd be like, oh yeah, the girl with the glasses. Oh yeah, Alicia, da da da. And I'd be like, I'm about to turn this into something. Like, I'm about to turn this into something, because I'm not serving in my purpose. Like, I feel fulfilled helping people. But Word Leaker, Soul Keeper, I'm about to leak all the knowledge that I've learned throughout my life, the lessons that I've learned throughout my life. Like, it's time. And it's going to be through music. It's going to be through me talking. Like, I'm so excited for this new year, for this new life. My kids deserve a better life. My nieces, my nephews, they deserve a better life. I got nephews that live out of town that I can't see all the time because I don't have the money. You know, like, I got to take care of the kids that I got. You know, you got bills, you got to get a hotel, you got to do all this stuff. And I'm like, I can't wait to be able to just those little things, like be there for them, back to school, holidays, you know, because I'm not the type, I don't want to be a deadbeat auntie. I don't care what nobody else's relationship is. It's that I think about them every day. It's in my heart every day. Like, so I gotta get it. I gotta get it for my kids. I gotta get it for my mom. I gotta get it for the future. You know, like I want to be. I just want to be comfortable enough not to stress about, you know, where my next meal comes from, where my next dollar comes from. But I want to be hungry enough to get up every day. Like, you know, I still got a 9 to 5. Like I feed off of that. I got to get up every day. Even on my off day, I'm up every day. Like, why not get out of bed for $100,000? I'm getting out of bed for fucking $27 an hour. Like, to still struggle. So it's like, it comes a point in time in your life where you gotta, am I a 9 to 5 worker? Some people are, and that's okay. But with me, it's like, it's so much within me, and it's been fighting out of me for a long time. And do you know, I don't talk about it a lot, but I was still in my last relationship, and I was like crying, pleading to God. Like, I'm like, what the, no, I didn't say cuss. But when I wasn't praying, I did. I was like, man, what the fuck is my purpose? Like, what is my purpose? Like, what am I supposed to do? Guide me, God. Deliver me from anything that's not for me. Like, I'm begging him. I'm crying in my sleep, like, before I go to sleep. Like, because I feel so incomplete. Like, I feel so sad. I feel so drained. And I was just like, please, like, please deliver me. Please guide me. Please motivate me. Show me my purpose. This was before I started like formulating songs from my poetry and just writing. And I say it's been since summertime, like 6 months or something. Man, don't you know, when I say God delivered and prayer is real, when it was time, because I believe in time, and when it was time, do you know, this is how I got the name WRDLEAKA. It was so much word flow. Not just the regular, like my thoughts, you know, like when I'm talking stuff in my head, not just the regular thoughts, but it was like extreme word flow. Like, it was like some stuff that was put together in my head that shit I didn't think I could think of. Like, and it went on for months, and I'd be in the weirdest situation. I'd be driving, talking, in the shower, and it would just come to me. I'm like, all right, God, like, thank you, because it's time. Like, I got this. Yeah, so it's time. It's time. God let me know in my heart, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I know what I'm supposed to be doing now. So that's what it is. The next song I'm gonna come out with is Don't Let a Title. And that song's about, basically, so I've been in every situation possible. I feel like literally every situation possible. And the first comparison is, I don't look bad for 3 kids. I keep looking at myself. Real ass bitch, give a fuck about a nigga. Okay. So anyway, so the first comparison is at work. I remember people would get promoted at work, like, and come in and start acting like you ain't, you know, like, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to, hey, yesterday I knew what to do. today I'm gonna know what to do. Last year I knew what to do. I don't need guidance from you. You know, like I don't need it. I just was training you when you came in here. But I don't like that. Like, I'm easily directed, I'm easily trained, I'm easily talked to. But when you get to abusing authority, that's when the alpha comes in me, and I'm like, hold on, this ain't that. I'm not your little kid, you know, like, I'll check something real quick. I don't care what your title is. So don't let a title get the best of you. And I have had to tell that to CEOs and everything, like, I'm gonna let you play your part, but at the same time, you're not gonna take advantage of this. So that's the first situation that don't let a title is. The other one is I've been a side chick. I've been just a one night stander. I feel like Life Jennings when he said, "I'm a stick up kid. I admit it. I be robbing these niggas. I'm a stick up kid." But anyway, so I've done, like, I've been that one nighter. I've been the home girl. And I've been wifey. I ain't been married, but after 5 years, we go together real bad. Like, we're married at this point. Like, you're mine. And I never let any of them things like change how I treat anybody. I've never exposed me messing with nobody. It's always been a female going through somebody's phone and coming after me. I've never, now I have, when somebody knew I was in a relationship, I have messaged somebody and just asked a little question like, "Oh, is this yours?" And then they'd be like, "Oh, ask your man." I'm like, yeah, okay, you knew about me. But that'd be it. We ain't arguing or nothing. I ain't arguing. But anyway. So, yeah, I've been all those. And so, don't let that title get the best of you, because you got to realize something. We women have to realize something. And men too. It just depends on which side you on. You got to realize you're in control. You letting this title with this other person take you on a roller coaster, checking people and stuff. Obviously, when you got to go out and do that, you don't know your place. You don't know your title. You don't know that you are here for you. You're not here for them. The title you have with them does not matter. It's what you got inside of you that matters. So that song, it might ruffle a couple feathers, but that's okay. Good stuff does. We're supposed to be in tune with our inner, you know. Maybe it'll heal a couple of people. Maybe it'll humble a couple of people. But I know for the most part, people gonna be feeling it, because I can't stand it. Like, when you've been on both sides, like, you've been a worker, you've been a boss. I ain't really been a boss. In my head, I'm a boss. Because I ain't been like, CEO boss. But I'm a boss of me. I'm a boss of the brand that I'm building. I'm a boss of WRDLEAKA. I'm a boss of my kids. I'm guiding them. I'm a boss. But not in a work setting. But I definitely create the mood in the work setting. I remember I had this CEO, and she's like, "You ain't going to school?" And I was in school for 2 years, and she was college, and she was like, she just looked at me. She always came to me like, "We need to get this, and this," and she knew I was gonna handle it in the most professional manner. When anything happened, they knew to send me, and the guy I work with, they knew us too. We was gonna handle it. And she seen that in me. She's a real one. And she used to let me have like side jobs with families. Families would request me personally when they lived out of state to help take care of their family and stuff. And she was like, "Yeah, do both. Like, I know you're gonna be good." So I'm like, she wanted me to go to school to be a nurse, but I seen how drained they was, and you gotta give your whole life and self to them. Like, you gotta be there on holidays. It just wasn't in me. Like, I loved it, but And I'm okay with giving lyrics every day, every holiday. But baby, caregiving is not for the weak. It'll drain you mentally, physically, death. I've seen it all. Coffee get me hyped. Coffee is my new Patron. Every morning when I'm driving my kids to school and daycare, I have my coffee cup and my straw like I'm at the club, and I'm like, we playing Jules TV. Mommy rode a boat, mommy rode a boat, hey, daddy rode a boat, daddy rode a boat, hey, mommy rode a boat, mommy rode a boat. As soon as they get in the car, hey, mommy rode a boat, mommy rode a boat, hey. As soon as I drop everybody off, it's, let's see what it is. Looking for the hoe. Shake that ass. Shake that ass. Twirl on the dick. It ain't my fault that I feel better than you. You know, it's all that Cardi B, Glow, Messy Mar. It's all that Boosie. It goes in. It's like my own little live concert. Music uplifts you. Then by the time I get to work, I'm ready for everything. Then it's gospel. You deserve it. You deserve it. You need all of them. I need all that. That keeps me going every day. That's what I want my music to do. Every day. Keeps you going. Yep, it just keeps you going. But I can't wait to give me. I've given me to people that didn't deserve it. And it's okay, because I learned from it. They learned from it. They got a good dose of it. They miss it. But you can see me on live TV someday. You can listen to the music and listen to how you heard me and how it healed me. I might have heard it you. Just know that, you know, it was all love at one point. But people grow and some people don't. That's another thing. You ever have somebody keep saying, you change, like, you ain't the same person. You're not supposed to be the same person. You're supposed to grow. You're supposed to learn somebody. You're supposed to adjust to them. You're supposed to want to see them win. You're supposed to want to see them dream. I love when Ray Daniels was talking to the female artist in Artist Spotlight, and he's like, you got to have a boss. Ain't no man going to want to see you win and be above them that's not a boss, you know, already, or that don't, you know, like, they're not gonna like that. Like, who the fuck is this dude calling you at night? He hit it on the motherfucking dot. Cause I would be telling my ex, like, dang, this dude knows a lot, like, you know, into what I want to do, like, business wise and stuff. And he'd be like, damn, you all on his dick. And I'm like, damn, you don't want to learn? You don't want to grow? You don't want to get out of here? Because people be happy they be in their city famous. And that's okay, because I want to be well known too. But it's at a point where, like, I want to grow too. Like, I want to be making money. I don't want to just be street famous. I don't want to just be like, oh, yeah, I know her family. I know her last name. I know her. Man, you know me for what I do, not for who I am as an elementary kid. You know, like, man. Yeah, so you just gotta want to learn. You gotta want to learn. That's my only thing. And another thing, like, a good question to ask yourself, do you have an identity? I've never had anybody question that or talk to anybody about that. But in a song, the song that I wrote is I Make Bitches Chest High. I Make Bitches. I think I'm gonna name it I Make Bitches. But one of them said, one line says, can't stand a bitch with no identity. Bitch can't be a friend to me. Tainted, but it never changed my heart. When you are friends with somebody that don't know theyself, it's okay. But when they be in competition with you, you know. People with no identity be in competition with you. They're not in tune with themselves. Like, they're not trying to learn themselves. They're not trying to learn life. And I feel like I've always had an identity, my own identity, because I never was a follower. But I was lost for a long time. And I think it's very important to learn yourself, learn your likes and dislikes, set some goals, just really get in tune with yourself. You gotta have an identity, because you'll get lost in the sauce. Like, you'll get lost. People will guide you, mislead you, hurt you. And if you got identity, none of that'll matter. You'll know yourself, you know, so that's all that is. Like, I love when Ray Daniels, I have a problem with finishing my words. Does that make me country? I don't know what I am. Okay, anyway. I'm like Finding Dory. I get off topic. But anyway, I love when he was like, he would ask the artist, basically like, what's the difference between you and the character? Like your character, like the person, and they'd be like, oh, it ain't no difference. It ain't no difference. Like, I don't know what you mean. I'm me, here, there, blah, blah, blah. And for like 2 seconds, I was like, right, what do you mean? And then I was like, oh, before he answered, I said, yeah, everybody, you know, you got different titles and different roles that you play throughout the day. You're not always going to be, you know, whatever artist you're playing or whatever. And it's not saying that you fake. I think a lot of the artists was replying as if it makes them fake that they're playing a role, like they're playing a character. And I think back in the day people realize it. But then he ain't one of them people that's arrogant and they be like, oh, you don't know? You don't want to know? You know, oh, well, and I ain't going to tell you, like, okay, just the answer is the answer you gave. Let's go to the next question. He going to break it down to you. What I say, WRDLEAKA going to break it down, pound by pound. That's what Ray does. He just breaks it down. So he said, no, I'm saying, like, when you trying to get money, you listen to Rick Ross. When you, you know, spiritual, you gonna listen to Kirk Franklin. Like, Kirk Franklin is obviously fucking, and he got kids. He don't talk about it because it's not in his character. I'm like, this dude is real. Like, he just real. He just breaks it down to you, and he agreed to not disagree. He agrees that, okay, you don't understand, so I'm gonna break it down to you. That's somebody that cares. And I'm like, I can't wait. Like, the moment he sees me, like, because real recognize real. And I'm like, I would love to just be in his presence, because it's like, I know he gonna break me down. He gonna see me. He's gonna be like, this, you know, this. His word means a lot. After I study him, after I watched how he didn't know these strangers, but giving them like advice like a dad would, like, and not even just a dad, like like the culture, like he's the culture guy, like he's the referee, like he's basically giving everybody game that you ain't got to give him. Like, he's giving it because he cares, because he ain't getting nothing from it. So it's like, you ain't gonna meet too many people like that. I've never met anybody like that. Well, I met one person like that. My friend. She always been like that since I met her. But you know, but he's just real. And my thing would be, I'm definitely like hardcore Rihanna and Trina. When it's time for me to like turn my bad bitch up, like meaning business, you know, like when it's time for me to talk my stuff, like that's the type of stuff, that's the type of vibe, you know. Some Lauryn Hill when I'm feeling like I gotta check you spiritually, you know. When I'm in my deep mode, like where I'm on some thoughtful stuff, like get money, what my future brings, like on some hardcore stuff, definitely 50 Cent, Tupac, Boosie, the old school Future. And not really, I'm saying he's still good. I mean, like Stick Talk, we be talking bricks too, like that, when he was like coming out hard, like, okay, y'all gonna know my name, that type of stuff. It's a lot of people, but them people have to be. I have been listening and watching Jay-Z videos, because Ray Dance was like, he lived and died by that. And I did, like, when I was growing up, my mom knew how to, well, my dad, not my mom, she don't like that type of stuff. My dad, he had us watching State Property and stuff, and Jay-Z was in there, and Dame Dash. And so we always listen to them and watch the movies, and I'm like, my badass, I'm like, I want to be doing that. I need to be in that, you know. So I knew that's, my brother always listened to Jay-Z, so I knew of that. He was just at hard times, you know, it's a hard not life. That, it's a lot of people, but when I'm like, need to get out that hard rock and need some motivation, definitely, Pamela Man, Tamala Man, yeah, Tamala Man, Kirk Franklin, what the fuck is her? Yolanda Adams, all them, yeah. Some King George. I know that ain't gospel, but when I need that, yeah, get me out, yeah, that's what it is. But man, I'm just gonna be giving y'all the daily dose of WRDLEAKA every day. WRDLEAKA Soul Keeper. And I really, really, really feel so light after every video. Like, I feel like I'm releasing what I've been holding in. I feel like I'm, you know, finally giving what it's supposed to give, and I love it. And I want to thank Ray Daniels for the motivation. Because, man, when you from where I'm from and you was raised how I was raised, it seemed like you just got to go to school and be in a job that you really don't want to be in just to get some money. But, man, I see the light right in front of me, and I'm ready to get it. I got all my notes. I'm ready to get it. I'm ready to utilize it. It's going to be a hell of a year. See me there. Hell of a life. Hell of a future for me, my kids, my family. It's up.